So I'm currently in the city of Aba, the commercial center of Abia State. I'm going to see a young gentleman. He makes shoe. I'm going to see what he does exactly here in this city. Yeah, gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can I meet you? What's your name?
My name is Ebuka Nwankwo Emmanuel.
Okay. I'm happy to be in your shop. What exactly do you do here?
I make shoes in the city of Aba.
That's good. So can we see some of the shoes you make here? Let's get to see some of your shoes.
These are loafers.
Loafers.
Here
Wow.
I got leather, makinso, gum. I use all of them for shoe.
Okay. So this shoe in particular is loafers.
Yes.
Yeah. So you made it yourself?
Yes, sir.
That's interesting. So these other ones, were they made there?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that was interesting. This palm. So I want to really know, how did you start making shoe?
I started making shoes when I was in primary 3.
Primary 3.
When I was very small. When I was very small, I started making shoes. Like I started making the ones like I would go to the market, buy a pair of material just for a pair of slippers or a sandal.
Okay.
I will make it for myself.
For personal use.
Just for my personal use.
Okay.
During that period, I don't used to buy sandals in the market. I make my school sandals. I make my home slippers. Even the one I'm going to church with. I even used to make for my parents.
Really?
But it's not as very neat as the one we used to see in the market.
Okay.
So, but we are managing like that because I know that one day I'll still make a perfect one. So after my primary school to my secondary school, when I entered the university, I was also making the shoes for myself. But from there, I started making for my classmates.
Okay.
Because they saw the one I wore and they liked it. They asked me how I got it. I told them I was the one that made it. So they gave me money to make for them too. So from there, I started gathering customers. So after my school,
when you were in school,
when I was in school, when I was in the university, I finished at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Okay.
Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Yes.
What course did you study?
I studied economics.
Economics.
Yes.
Really? That means you're a graduate.
Yes.
That's interesting to know.
So after my school days, after my graduation, there was no job, so I decided to venture into
shoemaking properly,
yes.
Full time.
Yes. so I started making shoes properly from 2018. That was when I finished school. So from there, I got a shop for myself here in
Aba.
City of Aba. I started making shoes. Like I will make some production, advertise it on Facebook. I do Facebook ad. People will come and order. People will come and buy from me. From there, because my shop is on the roadside, people that are also passing by used to come and patronize me. Like that, that is how I started making shoes.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, do you make the shoe manually or do you use machines to make it?
There are two ways of making shoes. They have manual part of shoe production and they have industrial part of shoe production. The industrial part, this is where you use prepared machineries.
Prepared machineries, that's heavy machineries.
Big machines. There are some machines that when you put like 2 of those machines in this shop, you will not have space again. You understand? It's not like this one. This one is a simple machine. This sewing machine is a simple machine, but they have a bigger one
bigger sewing machine than this.
Yes,
that you use in making shoe too.
Yes, that one now, that one can sew as many as, and you don't apply much manpower on it. That one is being controlled by electricity, but this one is manual. I used to
use your leg and
I use my manpower and match the machine. But that one I'm telling you about is a big machine, so you use electricity. There are some other big machines like lacing machine.
Okay.
Here now I'm using hand and coupling plier to last the shoe. But if you have the machine it make the work very easy
for you.
Very easy and faster. So when you bring the machine, you just need electricity you can last as many as for me to copy one shoe now, it will take me about 1 hour 30 minutes or
to
2 hours to couple one shoe.
But if you are using the machine, it will be faster.
If I'm using the machine, to couple one shoe will be less than 10 minutes. To couple one shoe will be less than 10 minutes. But if I'm using my hand, it will take me like 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours. The same thing, another machine that is used for shoe production that is needed is cutting machine.
The cutting machine.
Yes, cutting machine. Cutting machine is the one that cuts the sole, because the sole I'm using is a marking sole, so it comes in a sheet. It's not like that sole that you go to the market and buy sole. The one I'm using, the one that is suitable for my production, is the one I buy in seed. So you need to use scissors or cutter
to cut
them part by part before you get what you want.
But if you have the cutting machine will do it for you.
Very faster and very fast. So another one is cutting machine. Another one is scribing machine. Scribing machine reduce the thickness of your leather, because there is a shoe that you want to produce. You need to reduce some part of the leather you are using for the production,
so that it won't be too thick.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And that one too. But you have manual part of using scribing knife to scribe it out. Yeah. But the machine is the best because it will do it neater and faster. There is another machine for shoe production is sew press.
Sew press.
Sew press.
What's the function of that one?
You know, after making this thing, now you have to use hammer to hit it so that the shoe will gum very well. But if you have sew press, you don't need to use hammer.
Okay.
You understand?
The sew press will do the work for you.
Yes, if you just finish the shoe, you put them together, you put it inside sew press will clip it together, finish. But by the time you use hammer to hit like 50 pairs, your body will tell you. You understand? You feel the pain in your muscle. But when you have sew press, you can clip about 100 pairs in a day without feeling any stress. But you need electricity for all these machines.
So these machines will help you in mass production.
Exactly.
Whereby currently you are using manual labor. You won't produce as much as when you are using these machines that you just mentioned.
Currently now, the demand I'm having, it's very difficult for me to hit my demand because of the low productivity.
Okay.
My output is not large because the manual equipment I'm using.
You're using manual process.
Yes, because I cannot even produce enough for my customers. So, but when we have these machines, your output will be very large. You will produce enough for your country and even export to another country. And
you will gain foreign exchange as a result, because you are looking at what we can produce that we can export and make foreign exchange.
Yes.
Understand? That's the most important thing.
Yes, exactly. When you have these machines, you produce for your country and some other countries outside.
So where exactly do you source your leather? Because the different types of shoes I'm seeing here, do you source them locally or do you source them outside the country?
All the materials I'm using for my production, I bought them from area market in Aba.
Area market. Wow.
But those materials are being imported by some men. When they import the materials, most of our materials are Italian materials. Like my marking sole is Italian. They have China ones, they have Italian ones, and they have Nigerian ones too. I purchased from the importer and I use it for my production.
Yes. Wow. So this one now, You don't need to sew it now.
You don't need
You don't need to sew it round. It's superb. Let me even test it and see. Guys.
This one is not your size.
It's not my size. I have one.
Maybe you should just.
I have 1 palm. Then I'm going home with this one. This confirmed.
I swear, this one is your size.
So I already have 1 palm that I'm going home with.
There's no problem.
So that's interesting. Man, I love the quality. Wow. And even the design too. So where do you get your customers? Do they order online, or do they come into your shop to buy your products? How do you get your customers?
I have so many ways of getting my customers.
Okay.
My shop. My shop now is on the roadside.
It's outskirts of the market. It's not inside the market.
Yes.
Like there are some other shoe production shops. They are inside the market, but this one basically is
this one is outside.
It's outside entirely.
Yes.
So what's the brain behind that?
That
because inside the market, customers are moving and they are buying, they are seeing, but
as customers are moving and buying, remember that you have a lot of competitors.
Okay, that's true.
You understand? Yeah. So to run away from competitors for now, so I have to go outside the market, because there are some people that will not have the time to go inside the market because they are passing on the road. They can still see you and come and patronize you.
So are you really getting enough patronage?
Yes. I'm getting enough customers from the roadside, and also, like I said before, I told you that I used to advertise my products online, Facebook, Instagram. Sometimes I used to do Facebook ad. So I also
promote your products.
Yes. So I also get customers from Facebook and other social media. And once I get you as my customer and you test the product is good, automatically you are my customer.
And they will keep coming back.
Because we have to exchange our contacts so that it will go out of Facebook and come to WhatsApp. You understand? So that's how that is also one of the ways I'm getting customers, and also referrals. Okay. When I produce for you, your friends see it, you refer your friends to me. You also turn to my customer.
So what can you tell us about Ebuka Nwankwo Emmanuel and what he's doing? He's making amazing shoes. The quality of shoes he's making is so amazing. I'm surprised seeing the quality. So superb. So what can you tell us about Ebuka?
Well, I've not really known him for a year, but the little months I've been able to, like I do past year, I see him do a lot of work here, and I'm like impressed. I'm like, wow, somebody like this to have such a big place and then he's able to do something like this gives me the joy. So each time I pass by, I'm just always wow with his work. So I came across him, that was like last week. Okay. I needed him to make me one shoe like that, and I was impressed with the outcome of everything.
The quality of shoes.
Yes, it was really amazing, and I love it so much. Aside that, some friends of mine like it too, so it's a good place to patronize, and I'm sure you will like the outcome of the shoe.
I love the quality of shoes,
yeah.
So I'm really happy with what he's doing.
Yes.
So you are recommending?
Yes, I'm recommending it. You will love it here, and you will thank me later when you do.
That's interesting.
Yes.
I'm happy meeting you. It's a pleasure.
It's
good
a pleasure
to see you.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
All right.
So how long have you been in this business?
I started footwear fully when I finished my university, when I graduated from my school.
Okay, that was when you started?
Fully.
Okay,
yes.
Full time.
Yes. Now that was when I started.
When you graduated, you didn't search for job. You just graduated and started shoe production.
I looked for a job small.
Okay.
I just looked for a job for some days, but I did not see. So I have to. I now remember that I have a skill that can pay me. So that is why I decided to venture into footwear.
And you are doing well with it.
Yes.
Do you have any regrets going into this business?
No,
No regret at
no
all.
regrets. And as I'm talking to you now, I've decided to do this business. Even if I get a job now, it will hard for me to leave this business because it's what I like doing now.
You have passion for it, right?
Yes, I have passion for it because remember I told you that I started producing this thing when I was in primary 3. I started producing for myself, my family, just for us to, because we don't have money to purchase from the market. So I started making it for them. So from there, I started making for my classmates in school. So after school, I know how to enter the business fully.
So in the course of your business, what are the major challenges you face?
The major challenges I'm facing in business now is capital.
It's a big problem.
Capital. Because all these machines I mentioned earlier is money. Forget about the labor. The labor, when it comes to the labor, when you have the capital, you have labor.
You get the labor.
Because I already know people that can do some part of the work. I'll just employ them, use the capital I have and pay them. So labor is not a problem. So it's capital, because you need capital to purchase those machineries. There are millions of naira. It's not a small machine. And you also need a space, a very big space to put those machines. Like if I have capital, I will not be in this shop, I will be in a larger place.
You look for a larger space than this.
Yes. Though I've done something about the space, I already have a space, I have a place I have bought already. It's just for me to put some structure and start production here. So that's it.
So all these shoes you produce, I want to know, do you do it alone or do you have people that work with you?
Yes, I have people that work with me. I have employees.
Okay, people you employed.
Yes, and I also have people that is learning the work.
Okay,
I have
apprentices.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I have apprentices. Like I have people that have trained in the work that is doing well now. I have people.
Okay, you also train people.
I've trained a lot of people. At least I have like about 7 to 8 boys that is doing well in the footwear industry.
That you trained.
Today, that I've trained.
Wow.
And I still have some that I'm still training now.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That's nice to hear. Really good. Okay. Wow. What are you doing? Can I get to meet you guys? What's your name? What do you do?
Good afternoon. I'm Paul by name. As you can see, I'm trying to make a shoe.
Okay. So, are you apprentice here or you are just learning? What do you do here exactly?
I'm an apprentice. At the same time, I'm also a cover. So this is my side. So this is what I decided to dig on. So this is what I'm here.
A youth copper.
Exactly.
Wow. You are currently serving.
Exactly.
So why are you here? Is here part of your primary assignment?
Yeah, that's what I said. This is my side.
Okay.
So this is not my primary assignment, but at the same time, once in a week we have a side work to have a skills that we'll be working on. So I decided to do shoemaking.
Shoemaking
So
as your skill.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's exactly what you do here now.
Exactly.
That means you're a graduate.
Yeah,
What? From which school?
Those State University of Science and Technology.
Really? What course did you study?
Computer science.
Computer science. And you are learning how to make shoes. Wow, that's interesting. It's highly interesting. So at the end of your service here, what do you intend to do? Do you intend to look for a job or do you intend to continue with the shoe production?
Right now I'm not looking for any college job because this is more far better than college job.
Really?
Yeah.
So you are going to continue with this? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Wow. I'm really happy meeting you.
Thank you. Same here.
I'm happy meeting you. It's interesting. Thank you. So, young lady, can we meet you? What's your name and what do you do?
My name is Vivian.
Vivian. So, what do you do here?
I'm an apprentice.
Apprentice. Okay. You are learning how to make shoes. So you've completed learning or you are still learning. Can you make shoe now?
Yeah, I can make shoes from the scratch.
From the scratch?
Yes.
You can comfortably make shoe without assistance?
Yes.
Wow. Have you made any shoe on your own?
Yes, like this one I'm sitting on now. I made it myself.
Wow. That's you made this shoe?
Yeah.
That's interesting. You made it from scratch to this point.
Yes.
It's okay. That's interesting. It's interesting. So, gentleman, young man, what's your own name?
My name is Ebuka Nwankwo.
Victor Chinecherem. So, what do? You're an apprentice too.
Yes.
Okay, you make shoe. You are learning how to make shoe. You are still learning, or you are still learning. Can you make shoe comfortably now? You've not got into that stage.
Yeah.
Okay, you still get to that stage.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's interesting meeting you guys. Understand? I'm happy seeing what you people are doing. It's highly encouraging. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let me ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in this particular business?
In the next 5 years is too big.
Really?
Yes, in the next 3 or 4 years, I see myself exporting my products.
Wow, that's interesting. Not even 5 years.
Not even
3
5
years.
3-4 years. I see myself exporting these things because some of my friends in Canada, UK, they used to buy from me.
Okay.
I'll just cargo the thing to them. I'll just do cargo and
Okay.
ship the thing to
To them.
the country for them. So, assuming they have a shop or a showroom where they can purchase this thing in that country, I won't be paying for the cargo. I already have my products there, so they'll just go there and buy. You understand? So, because I'm still growing, that is why they have to pay for the cargo, because they are the one paying for the cargo I'm doing for them. Just like the way people pay for wavy to another state.
Yeah.
So that is it.
Wow. That's really interesting. I'm happy speaking with you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Alright.
I'm impressed, eh?
Okay.
So I'm really impressed with what I've seen here today. This part of our own little world showing businesses in the city of Aba, Southeast Nigeria. As part of our discovery series, we've interviewed Ebuka, one of the shoemakers here in this city, and we are highly impressed with what we've seen, the revelation of the quality of shoes he makes, and we are really impressed with what we've seen. Please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and share our video to enable us produce more videos. We'll see you in our next video.